Everyone, thanks for joining. It's Patty from PS Paper Crafts, and on today's video I'll show you how to make this really kind of rustic looking Christmas card. It says peace and happiness, and I'm using actually a couple of stamp sets. I'm using the trees from this stamp set, Winter Woods, and then the deer and the little bunny on the inside from Nature's Beauty. And I also am using the sentiment from Itty Bitty Christmas. So you can use other stamp sets. You don't have to use what I'm using. If you have them, great. This is the main piece, and so if you want to make that background, you need this one, Winter Woods. And I want to show you where I got this. So in the annual catalog on page 61, where it shows you Winter Woods, and I really love this set. These trees are really pretty. It has this one. So I kind of got the idea from this and I just changed it up. So it's always good to see what's out there in the catalog on Pinterest and then change it up to make it your own. So we're using crumb cake and old olive for today's project, and I actually stamped the deer in soft suede. So let's get started. The first thing I'll do is I'll do my stamping. Now when I kind of measured this, and let me show you, I don't have my sticker on the back. I measured from one edge to the other of the stamped image, and it's like 3 1/4, and then it goes by 5 1/2. So you can go longer and then cut off the edges if you want, but you really can't make this longer than it is. So let's just get stamping with that. And I try to, if you can see on the stamp, the top is closer to the edge than the bottom. So I tried to really, and again, the sticker's not on it, but I tried to just have this go up against the one above it, and that gave it a little tiny gap. I hope that makes sense, but you'll see as I stamp. And I'm using crumb cake ink on crumb cake cardstock. So let me get a piece of scrap, because I'll probably go off a little bit. So let's get this. And once you start, I tried to do it on the Stamparatus, but there was too much of a gap. You know, you can move down the plate and get stamps down your page, but it just seemed that this one, there was too much of a gap. So let me just pull this down a little bit so I can see right over. So the very first one, you want to go right up to the edge, side by side. And I know it looks like we're blind, but, and then I'm trying to get this top edge to line up with the very bottom of that one. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Just do the best you can by eyeballing it. I'm a person that eyeballs. I don't really measure everything. And usually it comes out close enough that I don't think people would really notice if it was off a little bit. And just go right down to the bottom. And I think this is really pretty. I just love it. When I saw it in the catalog, I thought, oh wow, what a cool idea. So let's close this up for now. The next thing I want to do are these little dots. And these are from, let's see, the Nature's Beauty as well. It's snow, and I wanted to just have something along the sides of the old olive. So again, I'm doing old olive on old olive. I like stamping the same color on the same color. It's just a nice, you can also get the watermark spot if you use Versamark. It's a little bit lighter. So let's get the snow, and I'm just going down the sides, both sides. I don't really care about the middle, because that will be covered up. And you can, you know, turn your stamp around, but I don't think for this one it matters, you know, when you want to try to get a random look. But this is random enough as it is. So let's just do the same thing here. This is a very easy card to make, and I really love how rustic it is. I love the woods and deer and all of that, so this is right up my alley. So now we'll get the deer, and you can do this in crumb cake. I thought it was a little bit light, and I wanted him to stand out a little bit. I think he's just a beautiful deer. So let's get that started. And we'll just stamp him. Now I have the sticker on him. I don't know why I put stickers on some and not on others, but I don't usually put them on. And I'm just going to try to get him top to bottom. And if you wanted to, I was going to do this, but I didn't. You could put, where is it? Some grass, or you could put the ground, but it looks like he's got a little bit of ground he's standing on anyway, so I'm good with that. And then let's do our Peace and Happiness. And that's from the Itty Bitty. And sorry, I have so many stamp sets, but this is a good one for little tiny greetings, and it has so many to choose from. It even has for your tag to and from, which I really like. So let's just get this Peace and Happiness. And the best part of this is it works perfectly with the classic label punch. So this is just perfect. Let me do it this way. And it doesn't matter if you stamped it a little crooked, because you can straighten it out right here. Okay, so we have our label done. And let's do the inside. So the inside I did Thinking of You at Christmas with this cute little bunny. You can do the fox if you wanted, and put him over here because of the way he's sitting. But I'm going to do the bunny again. And I already have this. So on this piece, I have it just a hair below 5.5 so that the fold goes well. And I did it like kind of side by side to match the front. Usually I'll have a border around the whole thing. So let's see. So let's do our bunny in the soft suede. And let's do our inside sentiment also in the soft suede. And then I just did a little bit of greenery. I have to keep going through my stamp sets. So that the inside sentiment is from this, and the greenery is this right here. But you can use whatever you want. But I always like to put something in my top and bottom corners. That's kind of my thing. So let's get this. Just want to make sure, because I just put this here, and I picked up and did it again, and then I want to get just a light one on this side as well. Okay, so our inside is done. All of our stamping is done. So let's put things together. So let me get rid of this. And before I adhere this down, I want to tie a piece of this braided trim around it. Very masculine, I think. So until I put the elegant pearls on, right? Or elegant gems. I just wanted to tell you these are the layering ovals, and I use the, let's see, I have them over here. I have the largest for the old olive of the scalloped, and then the second largest for the plain for the inside. Okay, but I'll have all of this on my blog, so don't worry about writing everything down and making sure you're keeping track of it. If you go to pspapercrafts.com and you look at today is November 11th, or you could just do a search for I don't even know what I'll call it, Winter Woods, or what's the other one, Nature's Beauty. You should be able to find it. Or actually, I'm filming this ahead of time, so it will be November 12th that this will be out there. So we put him down flat, and let's put the braided trim. So I want to get, and this is a brand new pack, I just finished my last pack, so let me get the tape off of it. And I just want to get a piece a little bit longer, and I like to scotch tape in the back, so we'll just put this around, and let's get a couple of pieces of scotch tape. put this around here. And I put it up a little bit higher than the middle because I have my sentiment. Oh, I cut it very short. I would give it a little bit more than that. And of course I have my Scotch tape, a little funny. Good enough. So now we can put this down, and I'll just put a little bit of liquid glue. And put this down top to bottom and make sure it's centered side by side. So isn't that pretty though? I really like how it turned out. And then we can put our deer, and I'm going to put him up with some dimensionals. And we'll put the sentiment up with dimensionals as well. So are you guys making your Christmas cards? I can't believe it'll be here before you know it. It's almost Thanksgiving. Christmas songs are playing on the radio. It's a little too early for me. I know this year everybody's really looking forward to Christmas because of all the craziness that's been going on, but I am not really ready for Christmas music yet. So where is the dimensionals? Let me get my other scissors. And I just want to get like, I don't know, a little tiny strip. Let's see, I think I did about 4. So let's go here. So I like to use my ends, kind of the borders, to put on a little strip like this. And it just fits perfectly. You can use the minis if you want, but if you just have the big ones, this is a perfect way to use them. Get every little bit done. So we'll just put this down, peace and happiness. I like that sentiment. And we need to tie a bow. And I like to tie it right on the bolt and then cut it off once I have my bow. And this is a nice, it's thicker than the linen thread, and I love the linen thread, but it's a nice nice ribbon to tie. Let's see. I feel like this piece is a little bit twisted. There we go. And let me just cut it down a little bit more too. Okay, so let's put that on with a glue dot. We're almost done, actually. This is a pretty quick card. Okay, and let's put our inside in, and then we just have to put some gems on. I always have so much stuff around. I'm a very messy crafter. I always have a pile. If you saw bigger than what you see in the camera, you would wonder how I ever get anything done, because I really just have piles around me. Okay, so these are done. Let me get the gems. Where do I have my gems? I'm looking around, and they should be right here. Okay, here they are. So these are the elegant faceted gems, and let me just tell you, during the month of November 2020, if you place an order with me for $50 or more, I'll send you a free pack of these elegant faceted gems, and they're really pretty. This is supposed to be a pink. I guess it is a pink. And then there's kind of a clear and a white, but I think the pink works great here. It almost looks like a beigey kind of color. So I just put one down And then I put this big one here and a little one next to it. So it gives it a little bit of bling, but it's not a bright color. So these are the cards. I also wanted to tell you about my card class to go if you were interested in. I just advertised it, so if you are interested, let me know. Send me an email, patty@pspapercrafts.com, or leave me a comment. So there'll be 4 cards that you'd make. These are the 4. It's all using the Forever Greenery Designer Series paper and Forever Fern stamp set. So if you're interested in this, let me know. You'll make 8 cards, 2 of each design. So just email me and let me know if you're interested. And that's about it. I think we've got everything covered. I really think they're pretty masculine, but it doesn't have to be for a guy. So thanks for joining, and you have a good day. Bye.